When David just walks right by, you got to love it. This is our entire hood operation. Yes. Is it possible that we don't have enough couches in our office? It could be possible. So you already know who it is, the CEO, editor-in-chief right next to me for those that are just tuning in right now. Those tuning in right now, I really do appreciate you. I love you. You know, you guys are making this show go afloat. We just now tapping in. All right, so you know, so you can see the operation. The one's all the way over to the right, obviously, the comment. But the issue is that the one over here, this stream thing has to communicate. Ain't nobody here, so we're good. So everybody from the stream on this side you have to get the key from here to take it over there. Or me vice versa. Get the key from over here to take it over there. Because it's not designed for Instagram. Instagram actually hates it when you be streaming. If you're not using the phone, Instagram be getting dummy mad. Bruh, you got it. No, streaming is important. Streaming is important. It lets you get a lot of episodes. It lets you get your clips done. It lets you get everything handled in a quick manner, which is why I really do enjoy just streaming, you guys. This is really my calling. This is my thing. Listen, how you guys feeling out there? If anybody tuning in with me, actually what I like to do, what helps with the stream, don't look at how many people are viewing. The best thing to do is like when you're running, don't look at how many miles you ran. Yeah, you just move it on up. You scrolling on up. But how you guys feeling out there? You guys feeling good? You feeling all right? Everybody feeling all easy, breezy, beautiful on this summer afternoon on this Monday? You guys know Monday episodes are my favorite episode because I get to talk about my weekend. Eventually, I'm going to be able to go through a whole recap of like my entire life by just watching Monday episodes. But listen, slowly but surely, I must admit, every episode is getting a little bit better each and every time. I can't complain about it. I cannot complain about it. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing all good, doing all gravy today. We didn't have a guest. Yeah, he's not even mic'd up. Yeah, he's just chilling.
Yo, what's up?
There it is. You already know who it is. It's the one and only Baby Wolf. The one and only. He here.
Which camera am I?
And you know it's great when you have an operation and your niggas love you and appreciate you. They'll be like, yo, I know this is your set, but we just gonna sit right here. You know, look, see the lag. Look, that's where they're at right now. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. We all here. Damn, nigga, you smell good. I can't lie.
Good looking, man.
Bro, you always smell good. That's the one thing about Ty. I ain't never seen a situation of him smelling bad. I gotta give you that.
You said what?
What? No, that brother got African struggles. We ain't even prepared for that. Bruh. It's wild. How's everybody feeling out there today on the live? If no one's there, it's all good. I'm just out here to record. I'm gonna have a quick episode. I have no beef like last Monday. Last Monday was a mess, y'all. Y'all saw it. Last Monday was the episode when what's it called? Where the money situation. That's why I didn't record. Because I was like, if I got on live and started talking about what I was really thinking, oh my gosh. What happened? Oh no, I listen. I can't tell that story quite yet because I have a rule. And this is the rule even for all my viewers out there. Anytime I go through some mess currently, what I do is I wait for a new mess to happen and then I tell the story of the previous situation. So it's always a slight delay on it. I never want a situation. I should have been put this mirror. I can see exactly who's walking in. This is so much better. Oh my gosh. This is wild. This is wild. The studio guests are the best. No, they really are. I can't lie. But these aren't really guests. Like, they are here all the time. These aren't really guests. That's sad. Niggas call you a guest, and y'all. Just so you guys know, to break from the fourth wall, I do not pay front the whole bill at the studio. Like I said, this man right over here who's not mic'd up, yep, he pay. You know, there's another person behind the camera. Bruh, no, you see, this is why I'm happy I only turned on one mic. I only turned on one mic for today. I had to make sure I muted everything else up because it was sounding crazy. But like I said, everybody's feeling good out there. Everybody feeling all right. Everybody having a good day, a good Monday. If you weren't, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Hopefully I can make your Monday evening a little bit better. We're going to talk about some mistakes. As y'all very well saw in today's episode title, saying mistakes were made, but solutions were found. Listen, I had to just call it that because I realized over the past couple weeks, I have to admit that like my mistake ratio has severely gone down. I never review my life based off the ups. I always base it off the downs, obviously. But I don't ever walk out saying I'm not going to have any errors. My goal every day when I wake up is to have less errors than the month before. That's really it. If you go through life making less errors than you did before, then you're learning. And that's the overall purpose. That's the whole purpose of life, is to get a little bit better. So I'm happy that I definitely have gotten better with my mistakes. One of the stories I was going to end up talking about today, one of the people are present in the studio, so this is going to be kind of funny if we get feedback audio, because I wanted to talk about the mistakes of different chapters and different phases of my life. I want to talk about mistakes in my career, like jobs I had where I've clearly made a bunch of mistakes. I want to talk about mistakes within like relationships. And listen, I want to talk about mistakes with my fitness, my diet. I want to talk about mistakes in clothes.
I've been there.
Listen, we all been there. That's all part of the process. You see, sometimes we think that we can just go through life and just think it's just going to work on the first time. Let me tell you anything, especially if you do digital media, nothing works on the first time. Hey, do me turn me up a little bit at the top one. Yeah, what number is it on? Yeah. Turn that thing up to 6. There we go. Perfect. I feel like Jay. Yeah, you turn me up in the headphones? I'm about to get my shit off. But yeah, you guys, I'm sitting here just talking about mistakes, the overall process of my life, where I've been, how I got there, and just, you know, I always want to make sure that I write my own story of my life. I don't want anybody having their own interpretations. The way Netflix be cramming out these documentaries off of situations that happened a week ago is crazy. So how I look at it, if I don't tell my own story and tell my own monologue, Netflix or Hulu is going to buy the story off of somebody close to me. And then next thing you know, Mohammed was a crackhead running down Union all his 20s. And that's not what happened. There were drugs and there was a lot of running down Union, but those things never happened simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. It's the truth. This is the truth. You got to understand that these things take time. So the first area of mistake that I really want to address, I think this will be the fun one. Not really. I want to talk about careers, the mistakes I made within my career, right? So you guys who don't know, I've had plenty upon plenty of jobs. And some of them, I think about all of them, they let me go. Now that I think about it, all of them have let me go to some extent. Some of them did like the quietly quit or the quietly fire, which I respect. And at the time, I was a little bitter about it, but I get it now. In hindsight, they were really looking out for me. And some of the jobs I rightfully I trashed it myself. I was one of my favorite jobs was I was at CSUB. I was a facilities manager, which is ironic because you kind of fast forward to where I'm at today, and now that's what I do. And I get paid more today than I was then. Now I think about it. But whatever, that's another conversation. But anyways, I was a facilities manager. For those who don't know what a facilities manager is, that's kind of like that's your janitor. Somebody who goes around cleaning, handling orders, all the labor around campus. And can you believe it? CSUB put me in charge of handling a lot of orders. Now, some of the jobs were pretty cool. You got to move like some paper from one side to another. But some of the jobs were just crazy heavy with just desk. And I wasn't built for it. But what I learned about facilities is that if you get all your jobs done before noon, you got the rest of the day to do whatever you want. Now, I'll tell you one thing about Mohammed. Don't let Mohammed realize that flaw in the system and give him a car on campus, right? So the coolest part about working on facilities, they have access to the most keys. I was driving the Gator, the golf carts, and even the pickup truck. I was wilding. I was going crazy. I am a car guy. Now, understand, I don't even hear them. I don't know if you guys can hear ambiance. I don't even got that's why I had to put both headphones on. But understand, I had the opportunity to drive in all the cars on campus. But one day I had this really sick idea. I said, you know what I want to do? I want to drive the cart around housing. Now, for those who don't know what housing is like at CSUB, there's a fountain in the middle. Now, the fountain wasn't turned on in almost 7 years. So in my mind, what I thought I was going to do with this golf cart was I thought I would be able to like drift the entire edge of the fountain if I gave it enough gas going in. So I told myself, yo, worst case scenario, I get a little extra mud on the car, go rinse it off right in the back of facilities, and nobody will even know what happened. So anyways, I got all my orders done. So first thing I'm getting everything done. They're like, damn, Mohammed's on his P's and Q's. Mind you, I was only at this job for 1 month. This was only over a 30-day period. It wasn't like I was at this job for years, but I figured out how to work the system within 7 days. So anyways, I got all my orders done. I was feeling on top of the world. I said, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. I'm the best. I'm the fastest working nigga here. I was out here looking like the world's greatest slave. That's what as I would call it. Because I was sweating. It was bad. So anyways, I got the keys to the cart. was the pickup truck, to be honest with you. And on top of it, the pickup truck was a manual transmission. So if those who don't know anything about manual transmissions, if you clutch kick it hard enough while giving it enough gas, that tail gonna come in front of you, i.e. drifting. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Car Scene Conversations every Saturday. I drove into the fountain. There's just a small gap that has just enough space. And mind you, I was like, yo, I can barely fit in here. And you would think me not fitting through the gate, that should be a sign to just throw it in reverse, Terry. And I couldn't. I realized too much of the front was in. I had to commit. So anyways, I gunned it. Went in. I actually was able to ride the whole edge of the water fountain. But then I got greedy. I said, I could have just drove right out and nobody would ever know. But I said, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to give it twice as much gas. I gunned it. Y'all, I felt like the biggest dumbass on the world. I literally got the cart stuck in the middle of the pond in CSUB's housing. I kid you not. This is a real story. Now, I said, I got to go into solution mode. I got to get the car out. So what did I do? I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my director. I didn't tell my manager. Shouts out, Brian. I don't even know where you're at now, but hopefully you see this. I went and got another cart and tried to see if I can pull the other cart out by myself. It'd be just my luck. The head of facilities happens to be driving by in a cart while he sees me trying to tow one truck out with another truck. This nigga came sprinting over and said, "What are you doing?" When I told y'all I ain't never been fired so fast in my life, they pulled me into the office right after, because you get to the solution. We actually did get the cart out. But the moment I went back to the office, they said, "Hey, Mohammed, don't bother coming in ever again. You're good." Mind you, I only got one check. CSUB only pays monthly. I don't know what they do now, but at the time they only paid monthly. I literally got my one check from getting fired and went and bought a Canon 6D, which leads me to where I'm at today. But at that moment, that mistake of me trying to drift would have not led me to where I'm at today. Now, what do we learn in all this? Don't do shit like that in cars that belong to your job. It might seem obvious to a lot of people, but to me, that's something that I literally had to learn. I thought that it was possible that if it's the jobs car, maybe I can make it through. I know more about driving than anybody else on this campus. I was wrong. I was wrong quickly. I was found out quickly. So luckily from that situation, it led me to another situation. Got me another job, better known as campus programming on campus, right? Which is essentially, it's like the party where all the parties and events happen through campus. It goes to this one office. And you would think by me having this job, after just getting fired, you would think I would learn a little bit more about corporate behavior. Boy, was I wrong. Now, here's the thing. At that job, I made it about 24 months, something like that, whatever it may be. But you know what my issue was? Talking too much really got me. I'm not even gonna. Talking too much got me in so much trouble. But if it wasn't for that job, I'll be completely honest with you, I wouldn't have met probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more than half of the percent of the people in this room. My nigga to the right of me and to my nigga to the left of me. So, but here's the thing, that job brought us together. That gave us a spot where we can kick it, a spot where we all belong, as Tupac would say. That was our thug mansion. But understand, if it wasn't for me recognizing that my talking was my ability, it had nothing to do with the photography, but the talking led me to this where I'm at today, literally talking on a show by myself on a daily basis. Ain't nobody in this, but I'm doing this for myself. This gives me my expression for the day. Now, understand, you have to respect each step, each part of the process. If I got mad, if I beat myself up about driving the cart, I never would have got the Canon 6D. And if I never got the Canon 6D, there's no telling if I ever got the campus programming position. If I never got the campus programming position, where would I be without my niggas today? So everything has to happen in a specific order, and you have to respect the process. Because if you don't and you try to jump it, I promise you, shit is just not going to work out. I can go along forever talking about examples in my life and career, like specific examples with clients and jobs that have worked and that haven't worked out in my favor. But understand, now I'm starting to really and truly love the mistakes. And I need y'all to do the same thing. But would this be even a heavy conversation? Would this even be a healthy conversation if I didn't talk about the mistakes in other facets of my life, such as relationships? Now, as y'all very well know, if you haven't known by now, I'm very much married to my beautiful wife, known as Kiera McGee Cook. We had to do the hyphen. I wanted to do the hyphen. Too many niggas worked hard to make that McGee your last name. You're not just gonna erase them niggas. Them niggas are part of your story. So Some people look at me and be like, damn, that nigga got married, whatever, yada, yada. He done figured it out. But I'll be honest with you. There were a lot of, I'm going to just say how, there was a lot of hoes that came before the man I am today. And if I did not learn through those crash courses of relationships, I kid you not. Let me tell you about another story. And that's so funny you hear, bro. I promise you I didn't plan to tell this story. Back in my old house off of Hemlock, right? It was better known. That was more of a glamorized clubhouse. Because it was nothing but a bunch of creative niggas living there. We had David, we had Ephraim, we had Ty, and we had our occasional Elijah when he felt like popping up. But the cool part about there is that you're able to have these great discussions with other men within your age to figure out if you're crazy or not. So it was this one time we were all sitting in the living room scrolling. It was one of those conversations, you know, a millennial thing where everybody's in the same room together, but they're on their phone. So it's silent. There's not real conversation, but there's a subtle understanding amongst the room that we're not going to talk until something of relevancy is worthy to bring up. So as we sitting there, we scrolling and, you know, listen. And something came along my Twitter timeline. Now use your imagination what came across my timeline. I ain't talking about no car. Talking about the hoes. That's what's going down my timeline at the moment. And I said, oh, you know what? I said, she bad. I gotta spit. And I tapped this brother on the shoulder. I said, hey, yo, I'm about to go crazy. And I said, I'm just about to like everything on her page right now. I'm going to send my subtle but not so subtle shot.
I do remember that.
Now, mind you, at the time, I was in transition. I was in transition between something real, maybe, I don't know, but there was something somewhat real on the table. Now, understand.
Why do niggas like telling themselves?
Listen. This brother tapped me on the side and said, hey, yo, you know other people can see that, right? My dumb ass, I never knew the interactions you made on Twitter were public on your page. I've been shooting shots like fucking, give me a basketball player. Shoots. Steph Curry. I've been shooting like Steph Curry from the half court. I've been like Dame. Logo Dame. I didn't give a fuck. I was going, bro, I was going crazy at the time. It was wild. Listen, all my niggas saw it, but no one told me that. I thought I was the only person doing it. I thought it was like Instagram, my dumb ass. If it wasn't for that man, no, literally, I
like they don't know.
Yeah, it explains so many of your guys' lives.
Yeah.
I was out.
Yeah, I had no idea at the time. I had no idea. Now some niggas be subtle with it. So some niggas will go like hit your profile, like hit her profile, and then go find a subtle picture and try to retweet or like that. Like that's the reason why you liking it to go back to it later on. But outside, I didn't know. I thought nobody saw nothing. So I was going crazy. Out there. But mind you, while I'm doing it, my nigga Ty looking at me like, nigga, this is coming on my profile. Nigga, this is live. What are you doing right now? If it wasn't for those moments and those mistakes, I kid you not, I would not be where I'm at today. Now, I thought I wanted to make this show a little interesting. So I thought I wanted to call somebody who I think we're going to put them on speaker, and I'm going to give them a heads up. Who I want to ask him what some of his favorite mistakes I made. So we're going to see. Hold on, give me a sec.
You about to call Ephraim?
No, even better.
No.
Even better.
What's up, everybody? I'm about to hold it down while Mohammed over there making that phone call. So, I'm gonna talk about when I knew Mohammed had transitioned.
Don't use that phrase.
Don't use that.
Nah, bro, you trans. You used to be a hoe, now you not.
Oh, yeah.
That's trans.
All right, I got it ready. I got it ready.
I'm tell y'all later.
Yeah, tell him later. Look.
He said you can't use that word.
Using that transition. Yeah, transition has a different meaning.
You gotta be careful saying pause now.
Oh yeah, no, pause is offensive. Listen, we calling somebody who has known me for a very long time. Please. This is great.
Hello?
Brother Cook, I'm talking to you live on the air of the Mohammed Cook Show. and we're talking about an episode about mistakes, right? And you're the only person I know that I wanted to call for this episode. Real quick. I know. Stay with me.
I can't stay with you right now because I'm right in the middle of with my manager.
All right. He's busy right now. All right, I'm gonna call somebody else. But I'm gonna call you back later. All right, bye. I called my dad.
No, I know, but was he doing archery?
No. He was talking to his manager. So I want to. We gotta.
So?
Should we call Ephraim?
Yes.
Let's call Ephraim. Or Chris Smith. No. Oh yeah, Chris is a good follow up. Let's call Chris Smith. I don't know if he's gonna pick up. I ain't give him no warning. I usually text people and give them a warning.
That nigga tell the truth.
Oh yeah, he gonna tell the truth. Listen, this is my favorite part of the show. I saw Joe Budden call people live on air, and I'm like, bro, I'm doing this. I said, this is genius.
You call a nigga, you owe money. Nigga, where my $15?
Bruh.
Don't call me and let you go cash it. Call into the show.
Your
call has been forwarded.
Ah! All right, listen. The two people I was gonna call, they ain't pick up. And we only got one more person I wanted to call. Should we call Ephraim? Don't play my nigga like that. We gonna call him. Yeah, I've learned that's the secret. If you're trying to get a call through, you got to use his phone. Because if you call, like, yo, young Ephraim, we talking to you live from the Mohammed Cook Show, live on the air. We having an episode about mistakes, my good brother. So here's the thing. I love talking about my mistakes, but I want to ask from a third person perspective. What's one of your favorite mistakes that you've seen me made?
It has to be, I don't know. That one will get you in trouble. Never mind. Oh, man. It's a lot of them.
Hey, pick.
There's so many. Nah, man. I mean, all right. I'm gonna get you a little bit in trouble. But that one time you told us about that time you went to Starbucks or something.
Oh.
That shit was dumb.
Listen. Shooters gonna shoot. I was just talking about that. Shooters gonna shoot. Listen. All right. Cool. Listen, I needed you to tell me a story, and I'm gonna talk about it now, because I want to see what you consider a mistake. So I'm gonna talk about it, nigga. I'm gonna hit you later, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. All right, nigga. I hit you later. Peace. Listen. For those who don't know what he's referring to, I want to let you know that my dog Ephraim, who was just live on air, he was talking about the time when I thought it was okay. What did I say? Hey, you got it.
I can tell the story.
Yeah. You know what? We actually, surprise guest. We're gonna have Ty come in and tell the story. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. So it's me and Ephraim in the crib, and I think Elijah was there or some shit. This nigga Mo walks in the crib and he's like, yo, y'all niggas will never guess what just happened. And this is Mo at the height of this is Mo after he done cut everything off from life. So he was literally high off of running and shit. So he walk in the house sweaty. Sweaty and just looking like tattered, right? This nigga walk up and say, y'all niggas never believe what happened. So I'm at Starbucks in line. And I see this girl. And I wasn't even trying to get at her. But I wanted to do it. This is what you had said. Yeah. He said, I wasn't even trying to get at her. I just wanted to do a shoot. And he said, I go up to her and he says, with his phone wide open, says, what's your Instagram? Mind you, like I said, this is Mo, sweaty, off work, tattered. He probably don't even know what he looked like. I know he didn't have a lineup. No, for sure didn't. So this nigga just walked up to a random woman in a Starbucks and said, what's your Instagram? With the Instagram screen open.
Shooters gonna shoot.
Nigga.
Shooters gonna shoot.
That should be illegal, bro.
It really should.
That shit was fucking hilarious. And everybody in the house except for Mo was like, nigga, why did you do that?
Literally. Let me defend myself. Hold on. All right. I really got to fix. I really could have just plugged the mic in at this point. No, all right, look, check it. At that time, I thought it was okay for me because I didn't listen. Outside of that moment, all I was in was a relationship, so I wasn't even in the dating, the single scene. I didn't know that you gotta like. I didn't know about Riz. There was no reason for me to have Riz because I was like, yo.
You could have said hello.
I was out the game for so long. I thought I can walk up, nigga. Listening to all that Drake had me thinking I could do it too. I was like, well, if he can, so can I. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, that moment in my life was literally one of the worst moments where I had learned that you have to learn how to communicate with women, because if you just do the like, oh, walk up, put the phone up, nigga, you are not a rapper. Nigga, what do you think? And mind you, I was doing this, bro, I probably had on like some basketball shorts, a dirty vintage tee, like not even on some like thrifted kind of steez, whatever. It was a mess. It was a mess. Yeah, and I apologize. Whoever that woman is out there, I don't even remember what she looks like. I ain't gonna hold you. But yo, shouts out to you for not completely embarrassing me, because she really could have popped off and really fucked my shit up. And he ass out of my way. And at the Valley Plaza Starbucks, of all Starbucks too.
I thought it was the one across the street.
No, nigga, I was at Valley Plaza Starbucks.
If I was her, I would have called the police.
Bro, I wouldn't even been mad. That was definitely an L. That was definitely an L in my life. But listen, I love to talk about my mistakes, because when I do this, it reminds me to never repeat them, and it reminds me to just stay on the straight and narrow. Because if it wasn't for moments like that, bro, I kid you not, like, first of all, recognizing that is wrong. Like, I would have never learned how to communicate with my now wife, because if I walked up to her and said, yo, give me your Instagram, can you imagine that response I would have got from Key? Would have been what? Probably would have got slapped.
She would have.
No.
She would have walked away.
She would have walked away with a prayer. Yeah, she would have walked away with a prayer or something like that. It would have been bad. It would have been bad. So I'm happy. I'm beyond happy I learned from that lesson. So I want you guys out there to make sure that you try to learn something from your mistakes, y'all, because it doesn't matter where it is. You guys are always going to have mistakes. I done had mistakes with clients, not contacting people in time, not responding up, not having my business in order. It has really screwed me over. And it's costing me a lot of money. However, at the same time, it's made me more money. So remember to respect your process, respect what you're doing. And I want to use this episode as a staple for you to recognize that it's okay to make your mistakes. I done had money, lost it, brought it back, lost it again. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna be a process. You ain't gotta buy you just save your money. If it's one thing I admit that I've been pretty good with in my life, though, has been finances. I really haven't fucked off a bag horribly now that I think about it. Like I said, I can't think of. Correction, I bought a dirt bike. That was the only thing I did where I think I fucked off a lot of money, and I did not need the dirt bike. I just had it parked in my room. But outside of that, like, I've been pretty good, and that's almost the 30 years I've been living. So,
I remember when you
yeah.
got that E30?
The E30, no, it was a good buy. I got that shit for $1,800.
Oh.
I got that car from $1,800. I should have kept it, and then I sold it for $4,000. So, well, it was like $4,000, but it wasn't a true $4,000 because I put way more money into it. But whatever. Anyways. That's all I really have for you guys today. I want to do a weekend recap. That's how I usually start it off, but I forgot to do the weekend recap, so I'm just going to do it now. Listen, I went to an estate sale this weekend, you guys. I'm really killing it with this estate sale stuff. Saw 2 pairs of Yeezy boots, y'all. They were selling them for $20, and I missed it because I wasn't there early. Phobal, you called it. You told me to make sure when you go to these estate sales, you go early, and I did not take full advantage of it. They had Tesla wheels, y'all. The Tesla truck wheels, full set for $100. I got all kinds of things, bro. You guys have got to hit these estate sales. It's amazing and so much stuff to get. But y'all know this is just another one of my flips. Y'all know it never ends. I got more things I got to clean off. I got fishing reels I got to clean off. I got blankets I got to wash. We got to get this whole operation in place. But that was all day Saturday. Saturday afternoon, my wife and I came up with a pretty little funny show idea. When more details are revealed about that, I'll tell you guys about that. But I turned Saturday into a family day. And Sunday. This whole weekend, I just kicked it with my family. That was it. I didn't really do a lot. Did I do anything? Damn, what about Friday? Outside of the gig at Club Aura, shouts out Juan, I appreciate you. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't really do anything. That's why I didn't even lead with this. I want you guys, okay, I got a question over here from Brother Phobal, how much I love and appreciate you, my good brother. What you get at that sale and how many items did you go through? Okay, so I didn't get anything to sell, to be completely honest with you. However, I did get cleaning supplies for the office, and I realized they're in the back of the car. And I even got some shelves for the office as well. There weren't a lot of packaged goods there, so I couldn't get a big quantity of anything because the There was nothing that was packaged. It was kind of loose. And also because I came so late, it was kind of like frivolous things here and there. I didn't even bother with the closets. I just went straight to the garage, went to the backyard. I went to, I looked through the kitchen, went to the bathroom. I hit up all the spots, but I didn't even bother with the closets. They had a server, though, for sale that they said name a price, and I really considered getting it. It was almost like 30 gigs of space off of this one server. Bro, I don't know who the person was selling that house, but they had bread in there. How's Phobos Real coming along? I know, Hannah. I am a mess. I'm going to finish that tonight. I'm not going to leave this office until it's done. I promise. For real, for real. I haven't had my laptop. I've been using my job's laptop. It's going to be done today. I promise. I ended up finishing another one, getting Justin's done, just trying to organize and facilitate a lot of things. But it's going to be done for real, for real. I know this goes back to my mistakes, my honest mistakes. These are my honest mistakes. And Justin, I will give you a call. I just have to have a meeting with these guys right after this show, but I'll call you later on tonight. But anyways, I think I kind of covered everything. I want you guys to learn from your mistakes. A mistake is not really that. It's just a solution that you haven't seen yet. That's it. Life doesn't really have good times or bad times. It's just things you plan for and things you haven't planned for. It's no such thing as a bad situation, just an unplanned moment. But anyways, that's all I really have for you today. I want you guys to stay happy. I want you guys to stay optimistic. I realized I forgot to turn the light on this whole episode. That's cool. And I'll see you back here tomorrow, back again for another episode of the Mohammed Cook Show. And I'll have my usual black back on all over. Yeah, I'll have my black fit. I got my summer shorts. I'm be thinking I'm like a white kid who wears Hurley in freaking Hawaii. But anyways, I'm out. Oh, Backwoods, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you? Like I said, bro, we got more episodes coming of Car Scene Conversation. Like I said, stay happy, stay optimistic. I love y'all. Send some questions in, and I'll see you back here tomorrow live around 7:30. And don't forget, episode 50 is my official episode 1. I told myself I'm giving myself 50 episodes to learn how to do this. We're coming up on episode 50 real quick. We got 2 more. So by next week it's my technical episode 1 of my entire operation. So I don't want no more kinks, no more errors. My startup time, I've dropped it from almost 30 minutes now to almost 5 minutes. So I'm proud of that. So we're finally about to have this whole operation in place. But you guys stay happy, stay optimistic. Once again, for the 3rd time, I love y'all, and I am